Cam, just talk about your start, 5 scoreless innings. What was kind of working for you?
Well, to be honest, it's really easy when you have an offense that goes out there and puts up 11 runs and a defense that continues to make great plays and all the plays that you ask them to make. So, I mean, for me, the mindset was really just get out there, stay as warm as possible, throw the ball in the strike zone, and let the offense do their thing.
So, first batter you walked him, you were a little fired up, you hit 97. That kind of settled. I mean, then you settled right in.
Right, yeah. It was the first time I've thrown against another team in a long time, so definitely pretty amped up going into the game. But then I was really, just after kind of getting a feel for the mound out there, getting myself in a good rhythm, getting my feet back under me, and really just trying to stay in control of the game.
From Austin to you, the depth in the bullpen, you've already mentioned the defense and the bats. How complete is this TCU program?
Yeah, I think, up to this point, we've done an incredible job throughout the whole staff. And, you see Gray Thomas and Cone Fesser throwing tonight as well in the weekend. 2 freshmen that are really going to step up for us. And I think, from what I've seen I think we're just scratching the surface, too, as a staff. I think everyone sees what we can do offensively and sees what we have been doing defensively and will be continuing to do. And it just makes pitching that much easier.
Cam, Kirk was talking about you and Riley a lot this offseason. And just what did you do this offseason, and do you feel like, how much work did you put in to get to where you're at going into this year?
Yeah, so this off-season was huge for me. It was really big, just kind of understanding what I'm doing and more of the mental side of the game. I think that's where I was really lacking last year. And I think it was just believing in myself and believing in the program that we have and just fully acclimating myself to the culture and just deciding to, hey, I want to be a big part of this team. I want to help our team have success, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I believe in myself as much as my team believes in me.
As a pitcher, does your routine change at all because of the weather, or do you just go for it like it's any other game?
Yeah, so it was a little chilly today for sure. I think days like today are great, especially early in the season, kind of just getting myself out of my normal routine. Being able to kind of cope with some adversity and kind of learn how to, I need to sit here, or I need to get hot a little sooner, maybe throw some balls into the wall or play a little catch a little sooner than I normally would have. And so I think days like today are awesome. And I think, all the advice from the coaches that I got before the game and especially from Coach Dakin getting me hot before the game was just, had everything working to my advantage.
What did you do in the first when they were walking around the bases? It took forever. Did you go throw somewhere? Or you just...
Yeah, so that was, I think, where I fully realized that maybe the next inning, because I think after my second inning I went through during a little bit of a longer inning, but I just went under, sat down for a little bit in a warmer spot, threw a couple plyo balls into the wall. Didn't do a fantastic job of getting myself hot and ready to go for the next inning, but it was definitely something, like I said, I learned from, and I'm going to be able to carry that forward throughout the rest of the year.
Well, and Cam, you mentioned, kind of your, took you a little bit to get settled in, but from a pitcher's standpoint, to see what David's done early on, I know it's small sample size, but just as a true freshman, 7-minute cleanup role, what have you made of that?
I mean, I think it's kind of awesome, unbelievable, huge for the team. Obviously, we have a lot of confidence in him, and he's really grown through that, especially, showing up. I don't know how much weight he's gained, but I saw a couple pictures. It's just amazing. He's fully, the success that he's had early on is not surprising to me, just from the work that he's put in, the weight goals he's made, the power numbers have been there. So, I mean, it's just awesome to see a guy grow.